Good day, I'm Dr. Allan Nicko Rodelas and I'm here to present my completed internally funded paper titled Digital Acceptance and Academic Self-Efficacy of College Student in the New Normal Setting. One of the skills that is technological literacy, and as technology is now an essential part of our learning, students are needed to be equipped with essential knowledge and experience in digital literacy. Educational institution integrates digital literacy in the curriculum as early as technology in the 21st century serves as extraordinary tool to shape and enhance the learning environment of the students. Students are known as what we call a digital native, were described as native speaker and user of digital language, according to Prensky 2001. And here, technology needs to be integrated to achieve the best quality pedagogy and are absolutely necessary to ensure that technology is used to supplement but not substitute for high quality instructional method in the class. To answer this trend, the higher educational institution here in Calabarzon, which is Pi, started initiative to convert as a digital campus where digital literacy and usage forefront learning and be used as a constant tool in teaching and extracurricular activities. Though the initiative was further boosted by the recent changes in modalities of teaching and learning due to global pandemic. Mainly examine the influence of the acceptance and use of technology on students' academic self-efficacy and determine if the digital acceptance and attitude of technology in learning mediates the relationship between the two variables. Specifically, the study aims to achieve a model derived from the relationship of acceptance and use of technology to students' academic self-efficacy as mediated by the digital acceptance and attitude, which identifies the institution's student stand towards the institution's aim to be a digital campus in the change of instruction due to global events that have changed the new normal in teaching practices. The model was based in the Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology, or the UTAUT, that was modified to identify where does the institution in the new normal setup of instruction. In the study of Hussein in 2016, it is identified that changes in 21st century skills among students after participating in an integrated educational program, which shows that the level of 21st century skills, which includes digital literacy among students, increased and was statistically significant. Subsequently, in the study of Boholano in 2017, it is found out that technology in the 21st century serves as an extraordinarily tool to shape and enhance the learning environment. Due to this shift, the study of John 2017, technology has revolutionized each component of society, mostly now shows that teacher in transition phase due to the rapid change of technology and student changing values. The result was earlier observed by Weber in 2012, wherein the schools and their administrator have understood that there is a very high and crucial need for the educational restructuring and have to alter their learning places to support spatial requirements for new technology. Technology is well been pointed in the 21st century skill. Now, technology integration in learning is a crucial step in the academy. And the study of Garba of 2015 found out that how teachers utilize the information and communication technology facilities provided in the school to determine the existing pattern of ICT integration in the school, and results specified that in 21st century learning environment, digital electronic communication technology is the key factor. This is supported by the study of Lerva in 2015, Martin and Lambert of 2015, and also Moyer 2016, were generally implied that the importance of ICT instruction is evident and proved to be great tool to move teaching on a higher notch, whether they are grouped according to age, type of education, or educational practices. The aim of every innovation or changes in the academic setup is always to improve students' academic performance in any way. In the study of Elstad and Knut in 2017, it is identified a strong association between the student's teacher perception of digital competency to resolve challenges relating to information and communication technology in schools and their instructional academic self-efficacy, which follows earlier in the study of Christopherson, which range of strategies to develop learning relationship, conversation, and tasks that are constructivist in nature develop a classroom culture that has a high engagement for students, which leads to students' higher performance. By that, based on the literature, technological integration in teaching is a necessity for improvement of learning, specifically for this age. Undeniable connection were drawn in the previous findings that supplements the need of incorporate technology in learning. And now, in these times, it is a must to know where the institution stands and where the institution will be heading further in the academic endeavor. Thus, the study was conducted. The research study was anchored in the unified theory of acceptance and use of technology by Venkatesh of 2003 that aims to explain the user's behavior towards digitalization or adoption of information technology, where the framework displays the mediating effect of the variable's attitude towards the use of technology in learning and behavioral intention in digital acceptance to the relationship of the user's acceptance in information technology to students' academic self-efficacy. The research used a descriptive research design which examined and determined if the digital acceptance and attitude towards digitalization approach actually mediates the influence of the user acceptance of technology construct to academic self-efficacy. Stratified random sampling was used in gathering the data, and a total of 354 respondents were tackled, grouped according to their college. The instrument uses a three-part questionnaire consisting of the first part, which is the demographic profile of the respondent, the second part to measure the user acceptance of information technology adapted to the study of Venkatesh of 2003, and the third part which measures the academic self-efficacy of the students adapted on the study of Brine and Matoti. To actually analyze the data, path analysis was used for the model through structural equation modeling. This allows the researcher to analyze the estimates of multiple and interrelated dependent relationships. Then, testing of the hypothesized model, constructing path diagram of causal relationship, building and modifying model, and finally doing the model fit to actually analyze if the model measures the data that we have gathered. Fit indices such as RMSEA, CFI, and GFI are used to name a few. And finally, the model output when the fit indices was satisfied. The hypothesized model, which is presented on your screen, specifies the path wherein the performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition as predicting variable, which is actually mediated by attitude and behavioral intention in digital acceptance to its relationship to academic self-efficacy. After analyzing the hypothesized model, some indices does not show an actual acceptable fit in the data. Thus, modifications are needed on the actual model. Now, after we have modified the model by removing paths that are not statistically significant, creating path to the dependent and independent variable directly, and running again the model fit one at a time, we have arrived on our modified model. After analyzing the modified model, the indices shows an acceptable and good fit on all fit indices available. Thus, we can actually identify the direct, the indirect, and the total effect of the relationship of the use and acceptance of technology parameters to academic self-efficacy of the student as mediated by the attitude and behavioral intention of the use of technology. As you can see, as the result is supported by the study of Lindbergh of 2018, where it is found out that the perception of technology as easy to use, more likely to accept the use of this technology, and that technology acceptance and use in higher education provides a convenient tool for education to actually measure the probability of success of the student. Also, the study of Iovu, Rankan, and Rankan of 2015, where the researcher found that if students held a positive attitude towards academic subject, they tended to possess high level of self-efficacy in studying the subject, which coincides with the learning and using of technology. Also, the study of Mokhtari of 2019 about mobile-based assessment, mobile devices has been more convenient and pleasant to the student, and they preferred utilizing mobile devices for assessment in future comparison. Now for the indirect, we have findings which are aligned to the conclusion of Dwivedi of 2017, where attitude partially mediates the effect of performance expectancy, effort expectancy, facilitating condition, and social influence on behavioral intention, and also a direct effect on user behavior which is derived that can be served as a good alternative for understanding IS and IT acceptance usage. In conclusion, the study found support on user acceptance of information technology to academic self-efficacy as mediated by attitude on using technology in learning and behavioral intention in digital acceptance, in the sudden change due to the new normal setup of learning. The study initially found out that the hypothesized model does not fit measures, indicating modifications should be done to accommodate the data and to have an accepted model fit. It was then analyzed that among the dimensions of user acceptance of information technology, effort expectancy, and social influence have a direct influence on academic self-efficacy, implying that improvement on those factors immediately shows effect to students' academic self-efficacy. Also, dimensions presented, performance expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition have an indirect effect and needed to be mediated by attitude on using technology in learning or behavioral intention in digital acceptance, while effort expectancy does not have a strategically significant indirect effect on academic self-efficacy. And a total effect, it is found out that performance expectancy, effect expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition all contributes to academic self-efficacy with or without the intervening variables. The study was primarily intended to assess the institution's digital acceptance and relationship to academic self-efficacy. The result may vary from one institution to another, so the model may be acknowledged as basis for action, but researchers should explore and validate a new conclusion on the matter. Thus, the study recommends to explore models that will fit their organization or institution based on the data and context that they have. So the researchers also recommends exploring other variables that may serve as factor or intervening factors to student academic self-efficacy in the new normal setting, and to study deeper and validate the model for a better incorporation and application. So that's all for my study. Thank you and have a nice day.